first of all, Jegs, your school forced a Final Four instead of a step ladder.
I love it.
How good is it na, okay, may Final Four tayo ulit, hindi ng step ladder, there's a lot more competition going on.
Well, syempre, here in the Final Four, dito natin malalaman if like, kung sino na yung best of the best. I mean, all teams are ready, all teams are gonna be prepared, they're gonna do their homework, they're gonna do their preparations. But in terms of the individual players, this is where great players are made, just like Jolo, Wendell here, and Aaron. This is where it's time to show up, just like how these guys showed up before.
Okay, grabe. Because, syempre, this is the time where yung stories nyo, the legends will be made, especially moving on, and we're all going to remember it. So, simulan muna natin dito sa Katipunan, alright?
Okay.
So, itong dalawa muna, alright, guys? The Battle of Katipunan was very, very interesting to watch. 1-point win for UP. And one of the stars for Ateneo was Ange Kouame in that game. Still very consistent. And Aaron, you picked him as the player to watch out for in the Final Four. And I want to know why him exactly and what do you think will make him stand out against FE?
Alam mo, it actually wasn't a hard pick. Siyempre, Ange is he's the heartbeat of that team. This guy he can affect the games in so many ways, and he's really just energetic, dude. He's not, you see his reactions on the court. He's really ready. He wants to win. He wants to do whatever he can for his team, and I'm really excited to see him in the playoffs. I want to see how he bounces back from the loss. Alam mo naman, I think it's been 3 years already since Ateneo lost. So I want to see how he bounces back, how he leads his team coming into the playoffs.
And of course, syempre yung makakalaban nila, FEU. And FEU, you imagine kung step ladder, makakalaban nyo Salle. But instead here you are facing Ateneo. And nung first 2 rounds, not necessarily close games between FEU and Ateneo. Pero yung pinili mong player is si LJ Gonzalez. Ba't siya yung pinili mo in terms of someone to watch out for para sa FEU dito sa Final Four?
Katulad kay Aaron Black, hindi naging mahirap sa akin pumili kung sino maging pick ko. LG Gonzalez kasi first of all, siya mag-facilitate and we know naman na si RJ and Cyrus Torres will be a markman and yun yung job niya to set up yung mga scorer nila and also Eman.
And gusto ko lang just a follow-up question kay Wendell. Maraming beses mo na nakalaban yung Ateneo sa Final Four and laging sobrang close, malapit na para makapunta kayo sa finals. Bakit mahirap kalabanan yung Ateneo sa Final Four?
First of all, yung system ni Coach Tab, mahirap i-check. And I think yung mga execution nila, lalo na sa defense, yun yung nakapagpahirap sa amin. Kasi before we cross the line sa backcourt, kailangan magkaroon kami ng plays para matawid yung bola. And pagtawid namin ng bola, 16 seconds, 12 seconds left, we pass the ball or just a ball screen para makapag-execute yun.
Siyempre, it's always tough. You see, Aaron, we're gonna talk a lot about your school. Kasi, grabe, it's always going to be tough beating and knocking out the top one. Pero let's move on first to my prohibitive favorite dito. Jolo, let's rep Salle well. Kahit nakamaroon ako dito, I bleed green pa rin. Yung pinili mo, si Kurt Lohera, third top scorer of Salle. And siguro, if you look at yung roster nila, not the flashiest name pero ba't siya yung pinili mo?
Exactly, yun nga. Kasi when you look at the lineup, kami in this season, sino ba yung grabe yung hype? Si Evan, si Nonoy, Balti, even siguro yung Phillips, di ba? Pero si Kurt yung parang hindi napapansin ng tao, pero very consistent siya maglaro on offense and on defense. And sometimes pag nanonood ako, pag off sila Nonoy or si Evan, siya yung nagbibigay ng spark sa team. It's either grabe yung pull-up mid-range niya or yung mga steals niya pa nagpe-press sila.
So hindi mo ba pinili si Kurt dahil lang left-handed siya kasi left-handed siya?
Hindi.
Well, iba rin yung leadership niya kasi very by example and a bit quiet also. So very interesting pick there. Pero ito naman, Jex, we're never gonna forget about you. Oo, si
Nakamaroon pa ako na.
Nakamaroon ka.
Just for this segment.
Accidentally nakamaroon ako. Okay, hindi ko to plinano. But si JD Kagulangan, he's your pick. Again, there is a catalog of stars to pick from UP, but you picked him out. Why so?
Well, UP is a deep team. They have a lot of talent in their team. team. You know, they have Lucero, they have Richie Rivero, they have Carl Tamayo. But to be a point guard in that team, I think it's one of the toughest jobs in the league. Kasi if you're a point guard, kailangan alam mo kung saan ka pupunta, who you're gonna pass the ball to. And that's why he's the assist leader in the UAAP. He doesn't really score that much, pero every time nasa kanya yung bola, parang steady yung offense ng UP. He knows where to go. And he's leading this UP team all the way. In that win, every time he has that ball, he makes the right decisions inside the court.
Plus minus 8th in the league with plus 209. Tapos first in the league in terms of assists, 5.29 si JD Kagulangan. Again, has been one of the heartbeats dito of UP. But then Aaron, now looking at the opposition, unfortunately katabing-katabi mo. When you look at the fact that, okay, LJ is his pick, do you agree that he's probably the guy to watch out for? Or are you worried about his shooting? Or do you really think that, syempre, the system is feared?
Yeah.
Is that enough?
Yung FU kasi, with their system, it fits LJ and RJ perfectly. You know, it's really a guard-oriented system. Tsaka, for them, lahat ng kumpiyansa ni Coach Olsen nasa kanila eh. So I feel like it's big for them na that confidence is there. And I think, you know, Ateneo is definitely gonna have to come up with a good game plan to stop both those guys.
Pinili niya si Ange, and obviously, hard to game plan against Ange. Pero sa palagay mo, anong kailangan nilang gawin just to siguro i-limit si Ange Kwame?
Box out. Simple.
Dapat
Box out.
dalawa yung mga box out kay Ange.
Box out.
Multiple box
So
outs.
multiple chances nila, lalo na offensive rebound, multiple possession, mas mahirapan yung FEU to beat them.
Again, very, very tough, of course, trying to neutralize him. And of course, Jolo, when you look at si JD Kagulangan, again, former Zobel, pumuntang UP, I feel hurt. Pero, when you look at that, and in terms of yung guard play ng UP, how can Lasal siguro nullify that?
Siguro yung like sa defense ni Coach Derek, siguro kailangan ma-off rhythm nila si JD. Pero yun nga, sabi ni Diego na sobrang steady niya eh. Actually, yung last shot ni Spencer, galing sa kanya
Galing kay
yung
JD.
pasa. So yun nga, grabe yung decision making niya. So siguro dapat medyo ma-off rhythm nga siya nung pressing defense ng Lasal.
Nag-abot pa ba kayo ni JD nung nasa Lasal siya? Hindi na.
Yeah. So, and of course, yung pick ni Jolo, si Kalo, and we talk about him a lot.
Yeah,
and I think we're gonna talk about him even more as the season progresses. And of course, it may be even beyond that, Jegs. But since we're out of time, we'll wrap it there muna.
Yep.
But again, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, folks. Our UAP greats have spoken.